Hi everyone, my name is Carrington Smith, and I'm going to be explaining and talking about Notre Dame's quarterback, Riley Leonard, and how we can learn from his character as athletes, coaches, and as well as students. Why Notre Dame? The reason why I chose this particular football team is because I'm actually a 5-year generational fan. It all started with my great-great-grandpa, then my grandpa, my great-grandpa, then my dad, then me, and then also my dog. And yes, he is forced to be a Notre Dame fan, as you can see in this photo. And also, the reason why I chose this particular player is because his character really stood out to me, and I think that we can really learn from his character, and he just holds his team and presents himself really well. So we're going to learn a little bit about him. And yeah. Riley Leonard. Who is Riley Leonard, you may ask? Riley Leonard is 22 years old. He's a senior in college, and he also was a transfer from the University of Duke. He actually played football there for his first couple years in college. And he also grew up in a small town in South Carolina. And also, a little fun fact is that he got accepted into multiple colleges to play basketball. Yeah, that's shocking. He was also a really good basketball player, but he decided to continue his football career at the University of Notre Dame. Riley's role. Main role, as you can see, he is Notre Dame's quarterback. He is also one of the captains on his team. And also, as a quarterback, I feel like everyone depends on the quarterback. And as a quarterback, comes with a lot of responsibilities, and it's his job to help the ball get to across the field and help his team win and get as many touchdowns. And Riley Leonard is actually a really good quarterback, but also he's a good and a great role model to his team. And how is he a great role model? Well, he does really good job on encouraging his team in the Lord. And also, we'll see a clip in a little bit about him leading his team in Bible studies throughout the week. And he really helps his team come together as a family, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Riley's influence. The reason why I chose this particular picture is because the story behind it. I couldn't find the video of this interview, but it's just really cool. The story behind it is right after one of his recent wins, instead of saying like, "Oh, I did so good, like it was all me, and my team didn't do anything, they didn't help," but instead of taking all the recognition to himself, he decided and did a really good job on showing recognition to his teammates as well, and also taking the time to give the glory to God. And also just watching someone like Riley Leonard share the gospel and not be ashamed of the gospel is really encouraging to me as a young athlete, and also as well as other athletes to do the same. Now we're going to talk about Riley's awards. We're going to start with Riley's 2022 awards back when he played for the University of Duke. So his first award that he won was the Carmen Falcon Award, team award, and he also won the Most Valuable Player Award, and also he won the Offensive MVP Award, which is really cool. And also, as for this year, 2024, he's also currently on the list for the Walter Camp Player Award and the Maxwell Award, and a few other awards, but I'm not going to explain all of them. And one of the main achievements that I really want to get into is Riley's $1 million Dick Sporting Goods contract. And this story came as a shock to me when I first heard about it. When Riley received this contract, instead of keeping all the money for himself, to be honest, I would have kept it to myself. He decided to split the money with his teammates as a thanks and as a recognition to his teammates. And I think that's just really cool, and we don't see that as much in our sports industry today, or just we don't even see that at all, because that's just really cool. And here's a little behind the scenes of how Riley has been an impact to his team, and I'm just gonna see what they do behind the scenes.
One of the biggest bragging points about this team is we have like 40 guys show up to our Bible study sometimes on every Thursday, and that's really a credit to them. It started with like 5 guys, but it's grown to like 40, and this team is just so close, and everything that we do as a unit.
Now this particular verse, Romans 12:10, it says, "Be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love and honor, giving preference to one another." I think this verse really shows how to be a good teammate, and how, whether that's in life or in sports, because it just really shows how we are to be encouraging to one another, showing love, and treating others how we want to be treated. And I think Riley does a really good job of showing that and doing that with his team. And yep, that's pretty much it. And that concludes my presentation. I hope you all enjoyed and learned something from Riley's character. And thank you, and go Irish.